The news arrived on May 20th, 2025, carrying a weight felt by millions. George Wendt, the actor who embodied the spirit of the friendly barfly Norm Peterson on the iconic sitcom, has passed away at the age of 76. His portrayal of Norm was not just a role, it was a cultural touchstone, a comforting presence in living rooms for over a decade. Wendt, born on October 17, 1948, became inextricably linked with the lovable, beer-appreciating accountant whose entrance into a certain Boston bar was always met with a joyous, thundering chorus of Norm from his fellow patrons and the staff who had become his extended family. For 11 seasons, from 1982 until 1993, George Wendt was a constant on. He appeared in every single episode, a remarkable feat of consistency and dedication to his craft and to the show that made him a household name across the globe. His character, Norm Peterson, was more than just a man who enjoyed his brew. He was a philosopher of the everyday, a dispenser of dry wit, and a loyal friend. The bar stool he occupied felt like a permanent fixture, as much a part of the set as the polished wood of the bar itself, a testament to Wendt's perfect embodiment of the role. The immediate affection for Norm was a testament to Wendt's skillful performance. He made Norm relatable, a figure of comfort and easygoing humor. The running gag of his entrance, always followed by a witty setup and punchline exchange, never grew tired. It was a ritual, a small piece of comedic perfection repeated week after week, yet always landing with a fresh laugh. This was due in large part to Wendt's impeccable timing and his ability to deliver even the most outlandish lines with a completely straight face, making them all the more hilarious for audiences. While Norm Peterson was undoubtedly his signature role, George Wendt's career was far broader and more varied than that single, albeit monumental, character. He was an actor of considerable range, honed in the demanding world of improvisational comedy and later demonstrated across film, television, and the stage. His passing marks the end of an era for many who grew up with, but his work, especially as Norm, ensures he will be remembered with a smile and perhaps the raising of a glass in his honor, a fitting tribute to his enduring appeal. George Wendt's journey into the heart of American comedy began not on a Hollywood soundstage, but in the vibrant competitive atmosphere of Chicago's The Second City comedy troupe. It was here, in the mid-1970s, that he truly sharpened his improvisational skills and developed the comedic instincts that would later define his career. The Second City was a legendary training ground, a crucible for comedic talent, and Wendt thrived in its environment. He learned the art of ensemble work, the give and take of comedic dialogue, and the importance of character development, all essential elements he would bring to his future roles. This foundation in improvisational theater was crucial. It equipped him with a spontaneity and quick wit that made his performances feel alive and authentic. Working alongside other future stars, Wendt learned to think on his feet, to react in the moment, and to find the humor in everyday situations. This ability to craft a believable and funny persona from the ground up would prove invaluable when he eventually stepped into the role of Norm Peterson. The natural ease he projected on screen was a direct result of these formative years spent mastering the craft of comedy in its purest, most immediate form. His transition to television, and specifically to, marked a pivotal moment. The character of Norm Peterson, the affable accountant who found solace and camaraderie at his favorite Boston bar, seemed almost tailor-made for Wendt's particular talents. He brought a warmth and an understated humor to the role that immediately resonated with viewers. The iconic greeting, "Norm," shouted in unison by the bar's regulars upon his entrance, became a cultural phenomenon, a symbol of welcome and belonging that transcended the screen and entered a much wider public consciousness. The success of Norm was not accidental. It was built on Wendt's subtle comedic genius. He understood the character intimately, playing him not as a caricature but as a fully fleshed-out individual with his own quirks, anxieties, and a deep-seated need for the community the bar provided. His deadpan delivery, his perfectly timed size, and his ability to convey a wealth of emotion with a simple glance made Norm one of television's most beloved and enduring figures. The barstool was his throne, and he reigned with a quiet, unassuming charm that captivated audiences around the world for many years. While George Wendt will forever be cherished as Norm Peterson, his contributions to entertainment extended far beyond the familiar confines of that Boston bar. His talent was recognized by his peers, earning him an impressive 6 consecutive Primetime Emmy Award nominations for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series from 1984 through 1989. This consistent acknowledgement highlighted the sustained excellence and comedic brilliance he brought to year after year. Each nomination underscored his integral role in the show's ensemble cast and its critical acclaim, proving his impact was consistently appreciated at the highest levels of television. Wendt's film career also showcased his versatility. He appeared in a variety of notable movies, often bringing his characteristic comedic presence to supporting roles. His film credits include The Poignant, 1980, the Chevy Chase comedy, 1985, Ron Howard's, 1986, the cult horror comedy, 1986, and a memorable cameo in John Hughes's classic, 1987. Later films such as 1992 and 1995 further demonstrated his range and appeal on the big screen, ensuring his face was familiar to cinema audiences as well. Beyond, Wendt remained a familiar face on television. He hosted on multiple occasions, a testament to his comedic standing and improvisational roots. He even starred in his own sitcom in 1995. Fans also delighted in seeing him reprise the character of Norm Peterson in guest appearances on other popular series, including providing the voice for an animated Norm on, and even making a special appearance on the spin-off, further cementing Norm's place in television lore and connecting different comedic universes. Moreover, Wendt possessed a significant stage presence, maintaining an active career in theater. He earned acclaim for his performances in the play, appearing both on Broadway in 1998 and in London's West End. Perhaps one of his most transformative roles came when he took on the part of Edna Turnblad in the hit musical, performing the role on Broadway in 2008 and delighting audiences across the country in its national tour. These stage roles demonstrated a different facet of his talent, showcasing his adaptability and commitment to performance in all its forms. The cultural impact of George Wendt, particularly through his portrayal of Norm Peterson, is undeniable and profound. Norm became more than just a television character. He evolved into an archetype, the quintessential, friendly, relatable bar regular. He was the guy everyone knew or wanted to know, always ready with a quip, a sigh about his unseen wife Vera, or a simple, contented appreciation for a cold beer among friends. This representation of easy camaraderie and everyday struggles resonated deeply with audiences, making Norm a comforting and beloved presence in popular culture for many years. Wendt's performance was a masterclass in ensemble comedy. He understood the delicate balance required to shine within a group without overshadowing his fellow actors. His interactions with Ted Danson's Sam Malone, Rhea Perlman's Carla Tortelli, John Ratzenberger's Cliff Clavin, and the rest of the cast were a highlight of the show. He was generous in his scenes, always serving the humor of the moment and the dynamic of the group. This selflessness contributed significantly to becoming one of the most successful and critically acclaimed sitcoms in television history, a true ensemble triumph. The legacy of Norm Peterson and by extension George Wendt is one of laughter, warmth, and a certain kind of television comfort food. In a complex world, the simplicity of Norm's desires, a cold beer, a familiar stool, and good company, was immensely appealing. He reminded us of the importance of community and the small joys found in shared spaces. The cry of Norm became a shorthand for welcome, for being recognized and accepted, a feeling that Wendt beautifully captured through his portrayal, making it a truly iconic television moment. As we remember George Wendt, we celebrate a career that brought joy to millions. His passing on May 20th, 2025, closes a chapter, but his work ensures his spirit lives on. From the improvisational stages of the Second City to the global phenomenon of and beyond, Wendt crafted a legacy built on impeccable comedic timing, relatable characters, and a genuine warmth that shone through every performance. He was a unique talent, and television, particularly the world of comedy, is richer for his contributions, leaving behind fond memories and a bar stool that will, in our collective memory, never truly be empty.